I'm going to start right here with this video. There's a lot of talk going on in the liberal media about Donald Trump's cabinet picks. Remember a week ago it was, oh, Trump doesn't pick any strong women. All the women around here are dumb and stupid. For the record, this is Tulsi Gabbard. Look at Tulsi. Damn, Tulsi, you kind of thick, girl. Look at this Tulsi Gabbard. This is your national security director. She out here in these streets doing it. You understand what I'm saying? She out here in these streets doing the damn thing. And they got a problem with this pick? See, this is what I was telling y'all. Everybody's like, America's not ready for a female president. She could be my president any day of the week. She about that action. I could see her sitting across the table from Putin, and I could see Putin sitting there saying, this girl will put a bullet in my head if I play around and mess around with her. But Kamala? Yeah, I want you to watch it again. Or they gonna hit me with the copyright on the music. But look, I can see her sitting across the table from Putin. Look at her. Chest rig, everything. Out there in these streets doing what she do. But they around here talking crazy and reckless. And we got all this talk going on about cabinet picks. Oh, Matt Gaetz is this, and this person is that, and Elon Musk, and Vivek Ramaswamy, and Trump is making bad decisions. He making every bad decision possible. Hold the hell up. Can we let's just take a walk back down memory lane on a few of the decisions that were brought into the White House in general. Just the representation in the White House. Hold on, I'll be right back. I want y'all to tell me if y'all remember this, because this was what was being paraded around when Biden first got in office.
See you, Daddy. Bye.
This right here.
Hi, my name is Cooper,
I hear you, babe.
this is a day in my life as a White House intern.
We did a joke. Hey, everyone.
Y'all remember this?
Usually I start off with a big coffee. Sorry, they're like really strict in here.
Hey, Jenny. I booked you a nail appointment, love.
Yeah, I didn't tell you to do that.
It's called Initiative.
Hi, White House, this is Cooper. I don't think so.
This was what was being paraded around at the beginning. Y'all don't remember this? All over social media. And they got a problem with Tulsi Gabbard. They got a problem with Matt Gaetz. Man, this is the problem I have with the Democratic Party, the existing Democratic Party media. Not necessarily the party itself, but the media at this point in time. They are such hypocrites and such crazy people that you just go back and find inconsistencies in everything they say and everything they do at the snap of a finger. You don't have to look too far back to see anything. So, you're telling me that the chick who running around in fantastic shape, shooting guns, dragging sandbags, working out, is a problem for national security director? You trying to tell me Matt Gaetz, who was running around, savage in everyone and everything, is a bad pick for attorney general? Hell no. Meanwhile, while they talking about his picks, this is what the hell is going on all over America. Following back up with what I was saying, man, like when you see the news media going crazy, Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, you know, you have to have a memory. When you realize the perversion, the just sheer ridiculousness, the sheer ungodliness that we were being submitted to as a people, and then you listen to people chastise his cabinet picks, but you look at what these people were doing. That's the Secretary of Health and Human Services at the bottom left. That's Pete Buttigieg, the Secretary of Transportation. Now, I don't remember who the hell that is up at the top. And that's one of the generals over there on the left. When you really think of, the nerve of them. Literally the nerve of them. I showed you Tulsi Gabbard earlier, right? And I was like, damn, Tulsi, you thick. Tulsi is thick. When you look at Tulsi Gabbard sitting with other women, Tulsi is buff because she's a warrior. I was watching a video, and it was Tulsi, it was Laura Trump, it was Sarah Huckabee, and Tulsi just sitting there looking like a soldier. Like she pull that thing out and bust your head right then and there. Everybody else is talking. She's 100% confident. And when you look at Tulsi, there's this beauty about her because she's both a warrior and a woman at the same time. And so she has this raw magnetic beauty about her. She has this, you know how they talk about strong women? That's a strong woman. It ain't, oh, I'm a strong woman because somebody told you. No, that's a woman, you coming up in her house, you gonna die. She putting 3 in your head like a bowling ball. And there's nothing wrong with strong women. But this facade of a strong woman, like Kamala Harris in juxtaposition. Kamala Harris is a strong woman. What? Can't hold a conversation. It's amazing when you just juxtapose these things. And I'm going to try and do a better job. I'll be right back. So remember this image. I'm coming right back. I want you to see something. Now, here we go. Just so you'll understand. We're moving from that over to RFK Jr. to that. That's the transition that's being made in health and human services. But they're saying everybody that he's selecting are clowns and they're unqualified. And when you really look at it, man, when you look at the juxtaposition, the shift is so extreme. The epitome of health. If I'm not mistaken, that man is 60-something years old. Epitome of health. Juxtaposed to somebody who don't know whether they are a man or a woman. And remember I was talking to you guys about this election. I was like, man, you got to understand, so much of this is spiritual that if you have eyes to see it, it's laid out right in front of you. And spiritually, when you look at this, you see yourself going from curses to blessings. Point blank, period. The health of the nation will be a reflection of what's in front of you. What has the mental health of the nation been like? You see the manifestations of it all over the place right now. We just went over it with a teacher earlier. So where are we swinging back to? Wha-bam. Because it's the leadership that reflects the people. I'm hoping y'all following me. Sometimes I feel like I get too deep. I don't know if everybody be following what I'm saying. It's hard because I be trying not to say everything and got to say it the right way because it's YouTube, because they be tripping. But all throughout the Bible, if you read the book of Kings, the kings were the people were a direct reflection of the leadership of the nation. So if you had a wicked leader in a nation, then the nation ended up being wicked because they led them into wickedness. What do you think RFK Jr. is getting ready? Based on what you see, what do you think he's about to lead the nation into? In his position of leadership, where do you see him lead the nation? And where do you see this other person leading the nation? One versus the other. Make up your mind for yourself. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to show you some more. I'll be right back. Now, an amazing short opportunity has unveiled itself to us. First of all, let's start here. This is a chart of the major pharmaceutical and medical companies as their stock starts to tank because RFK Jr. has got the position that he's in as Health and Human Services Secretary. So let's look. Eli Lilly down 25%, $25, down 3%. Johnson & Johnson down, a little bit less than 1%. Abbeville down 0.42, Merck 0.14, Roche Holding 2%. Pfizer down 2.62%. Now, I'm not going to give you no financial advice. I'm just going to tell you what the hell I'm going to do. I'm waiting on the confirmation here, and I'm about to go ahead and keep my eyes on it, because when he get confirmed, it's all going down. They yelling timber because he going to go for their heads and their necks. Their neck and their back. Oh, my neck in my back. And this movement right here is further evidence. Now, I don't know that all these companies on here was into the, I don't know if all of them was into the whole, putting people 6 feet under with myocarditis and stuff like that. I'm not sure if they all was into it. But the ones that are on this list that were, like old Pfizer, like old AstraZeneca, like old John & John, you know what I'm saying? with their damn baby powder that gave people stuff, like old Merck and company, the ones that was into it. Let me tell you, that boy coming for your head, Poe. He coming for your head. And it's a great thing. Because I say the health of the American people, it's not that the American people aren't healthy, it's that the American people have been under assault. They've been under assault, man. This is the Bigelow, by the way. The Bigelow, legendary cigars. The Bigelow. That's the fact the American people have been under assault. A complete and total assault, man. And it's an issue. I'll be back with more of this. Now, here's why the media is freaking out about Pete. You see them talking about Pete. They calling Pete racist. They're saying he this, he that. Pete is a warrior. And this is what they don't want. You got to realize you had a whole bunch of fluffy tards in office and in positions of power, and here come hardcore boot stumping warriors with the intentions of stumping them boots on the people who was there. That's a problem. And the media is freaking out because masculinity is coming back. So many different things is coming back. In fact, I'm gonna make a prediction for you. Here's my prediction. Watch the re-rise of the Andrew Tate and his brother. Remember, Andrew Tate and his brother went through, watch the rise of Andrew Tate and his brother happen again under these parameters that are laid out, how the world is shifting around. Watch the rise of the Tate brothers again.
The Pentagon is in the book, the exact amount of years, but in the past X number of years, 10, 12, 15, the Pentagon has a perfect record in all of its war games against China. We lose every time inside the Pentagon war games. We know what our real capability. You see, we didn't even get to this part of the war on warriors. I mean, the military-industrial complex, the way we procure weapon systems, we're always, the way our system works, the way our bureaucratic system works, where the speed of weapons procurement works, we're always a decade behind in fighting the last war. Whereas China, we have, what did Rumsfeld say? You go to the war to the army you have. We have the army. China's building an army specifically dedicated to defeating the United States of America. That is their strategic outset. Take hypersonic missiles. So if our whole power projection platform is aircraft carriers and the ability to project power that way strategically around the globe, and yeah, we have a nuclear triad and all of that, but a big part of it. And if 15 hypersonic missiles can take out our 10 aircraft carriers in the first 20 minutes of a conflict, what does that look like?
Yeah.
I mean, and if they've already got us by the balls economically, which you pointed out very well, with our grid, culturally, there's plenty of elite capture going on around the globe. I mean, and then microchips and everything. Why do they want Taiwan? They want to corner the market completely on the technological future. We can't even drive our cars without the stuff we need out of China these days. I mean, they have a full spectrum, long-term view of not just regional but global domination. And we have our heads up our asses.
Now, here's what I need you to understand. This is why they're freaking out about Pete, because the elites, well, better yet, let's just go with Biden. It's easy to talk about it from a Biden perspective. Everybody named Mama know that Biden has ties to China through his son, Hunter. It's been vetted out in the news. Everything is there. It's been exposed. So when you see the media shaking, like, oh my God, this is bad, blah, blah, blah. And they already, it's kind of like a person falling off a building. They're falling off a 100-story building and they shooting guns up at you. Bow, 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 bow. They're falling to their death, but they're still shooting. In the meantime, it's people like him diving off the building with a bungee cord, going down, shooting at them. Bah, 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 bah. It's the battle for America that's playing out in front of you. And so we've reached the point to where we got a beachhead again. And so now they freaking out because they understand that with men like this going in office who understand who our true enemy is. Ukraine ain't no damn enemy. Russia ain't really been no enemy. China is the enemy. That's why China started buying up all our farmlands. That's why China paid all this money into Netflix and Prime, and some of it going to YouTube, by the way, to shift our culture towards decadism, and sexual immorality, to shift the culture, to weaken the men, so they can come over here and kick our butt. And so here we go. We got men like this, and mind you, we get all our drugs out of China. You go get your blood pressure medicines coming out of China. You get all your stuff is coming out of China. They don't tell them what they putting in them drugs. So here come real warriors to say, no. We're not going down like this. It's not happening. In the news, media is losing its mind. And quite frankly, I'm loving every minute of it. I'm loving every minute of it, guys. I really am. Because the more they squirm, the more we know and realize that the right decisions are being made. All you have to do is look at the media's reaction. And you know the right thing is being done. I'll be right back. Here was old neocon John Bolton going off. He should be in prison, by the way. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up.
Tulsi Gabbard, what are your thoughts this morning?
Well, I thought it was the worst cabinet level appointment in history until they then heard about the Matt Gaetz appointment. Really, my reaction was that this is like the legend of Caligula, the Roman emperor, who wanted to nominate his horse as a Roman consul. You had to be a Roman senator at the time to be a consul, and it was intended to show how demeaned and degraded the Roman Senate had become. So now we're going to see whether the American Senate can stand up and reject two people who are totally unqualified, unfit professionally, and really lacking in the moral characteristics, the character that you need to hold these jobs. I think this vote should be 100-0 against both of them.
Bad, that's crazy. And this is the most insane thing. Now, if I'm seeing it, and I'm in a predicament that I'm in right now, I wouldn't be bringing John Bolton on to talk about nothing. In fact, he would have got fired. I would have used Trump as an excuse to fire him during the election result. I'd been like, John, we're letting you go, because we can't have you on here consulting with us because you're full of crap. We just can't. So they come back in and they come on the attack again. This is why CNN is going to be broken. This is why they're going to be broken. They're going to be completely and totally broken and shut down, on their way out of business real soon, I predict it, because there's no truth. And they have an opportunity to rebrand and move towards truth, but they refuse to go towards the truth because there's no truth in them. Because CNN is run by Satan himself. Satan is in the background at CNN. He said, damn it, they appointed Tulsi Gabbard. Someone get me John Bolton. And he was like, Sir Satan, sir, we don't know where John Bolton is. Someone get me John Bolton now before I shove my pitchfork up your behind. And like, sir, we'll be right back. John, Satan needs you. John is like, I'm busy right now. No, Satan's having a conniption fit because of Tulsi Gabbard and Matt Gaetz. John, we need you to get here. Is that Bolton on the phone? John, Satan wants to talk to you. Bolton, get here now. Get here now, Bolton. Get here now, Bolton. Get here now. John Bolton's like, honey, Satan want me to get on TV at CNN. I'll be back. If I don't see you again, because you know he in a bad mood. If I don't see you again, baby, I love you. I see you in the fires of hell. If I get there before you, honey, I'm going to make sure that I talk to the demons so they could take it easy on you, okay? That's what was going down. America. Venezuelan gangs.
The TBI says not only is a dangerous gang growing nationwide, but it's impacting every major city across Tennessee.
They have a pathway to more violence.
The TBI director, David Roush, warning Governor Bill Lee in a budget hearing Tuesday about the rising threat of a violent criminal group, Tren de Aragua.
They're back in all.
Wait, I thought they weren't real. I thought when we were dealing with this in Aurora, Colorado, it wasn't real. I thought it was, it's just a little small problem. So how far is Tennessee from Colorado? From Aurora, Colorado? Well, what's this here? Every major city in Tennessee? So what you're trying to tell me is every major Tennessee has a Venezuelan criminal satanic gang in it right now? Let me ask y'all a question. How many of y'all notice, I just want you to pay attention when you leave out your house, especially if you're in a blue city. Go outside, drive your car, and when you come up to the red light, I'm gonna teach you something, because most people don't know what they be doing. I don't want that to spill everywhere. You're gonna come up to a red light, and you're gonna see an African or a Haitian on the corner. They're gonna be dressed bad, they're gonna look trashy, and they're gonna be standing there, and you think they begging, but they're not in a position to beg. You know, most people who beg for money, they're parked they're standing at the red light. No, these people are not begging. They're about maybe about 30 yards away from the actual intersection. But they're standing there and they're talking and they're shaking like this. It could be a cup in their hand. It could be a leaf in their hand. It could be all kind of stuff. But you go from intersection to intersection, you'll see someone just standing there shaking, doing this. They're enchanting and cursing your city. How do I know? Because I drive around a lot and I see them on the corners. And one day I'm riding around, Lord, what is that? So that's somebody trying to lay a curse on your city. What? Do they not know what's going on here already? You want me to deal with that? No, that ain't none of your business. If it affects, I'll tell you. But they just sitting there doing this. And it seems like they're mumbling and they're crazy. That person ain't crazy. Now, some of the that one right there ain't crazy. They know exactly what they're doing. And you'll find them strategically in different places. And they're performing witchcraft in the cities. This is something that America hasn't seen and doesn't see. So it's just right out in the open because America don't see it. And liberals, y'all damn sure don't know what the hell y'all looking at when you see it. So what we got is Traderagua all over the place. And they talking about Trump cabinet picks. And you got to understand this about the people in the media, like Don Lemon, like Whoopi Goldberg. They ain't coming in contact with none of this savagery. They don't come in contact with none of this savagery. What's the little black girl name on MSNBC? Joy Reid with the gold hair, bald head chick. Joy Reid ain't never coming in contact with none of this. That Negro is safely protected from these streets. But she's going to advocate for things that's going to kill people that look like her, their children, their family members, and you. So, while the liberal media is in the middle of having a meltdown, the greatest thing that's going on is they have lost all of their popularity. But this is their fault. When everybody identified this gang as a problem, they covered for it. And so now the gang is in all states. Oh, and everybody's like, yeah, Traderagua went to Chicago. And it was like, there's no Traderagua in Chicago. Then the dudes in the hood in Chicago come out and say, nah. They got all these gangs here coming in. They giving them food stamps. This is the vice lords. These are gangs in Chicago saying, no. They giving them housing. They doing all this stuff. And then when you look back on the election, they like, well, I can't believe the black men voted for Donald Trump. All the signs is right there. Everything was right in front of you. And then I remember, if you guys recall, there was this point when they called them low propensity voters. They said if Donald Trump has the low propensity voters to come out and vote for him, he's unstoppable. Yeah, the low propensity voters were the ones that's in the hood that don't always vote because they don't believe in the system. The low propensity voters are the ones that only vote when stuff get real bad. And they came out in droves. That lets you know how bad y'all did. But the news media just won't give up on it. They just keep on trying to jam it down our throat like we crazy. And it's insane, man. It's insane. And they won't be happy until one of their children get murdered in the middle of the streets. To one of their sons or daughters gets raped. Because they're not a part of society. And it's important that people understand this. The news pundits are not a part of society. Like, I was so surprised to see Don Lemon actually walking down the street or Don Lemon. He went to California, naturally, to walk down the street and just do Man About the Streets. Because everything about them has been perfectly framed, behind camera, in the perfect lighting, the perfect set. Look at my light. My lighting messed up. I don't know nothing about no damn lighting. Quite frankly, you don't give a damn about the lighting. I'm just doing what I do. But everything is perfect in the perfect lights, the perfect makeup, the perfect this, the perfect haircut. And it goes to their head. I'm perfect. Nah, you perfectly wrong, Negro. Yeah. I'll be right back. We're going to the next one.